Excellent. Hands and laps. We can still do a bit of sign language start from assembly, can't we? So, Mrs. Bryden's asked all the teachers to do an assembly, and I've chosen to do mine on Mental Health Awareness Week, because this week, when I'm recording it, it's Mental Health Awareness Week. And this year, Mental Health Awareness Week is based around the word kindness. Kindness. Now, I was reading my book, Wonder. I'm currently there. I'm so close to the end. I'm annoyed that I haven't finished it, but I'm so close to the end. But I was reading my book, Wonder, the day before I filmed this. And I thought, okay, kindness, that'd be good. And the chapter I just read actually mentions kindness. In the book, the principal of the school, the head teacher, if you like, it's American, it's a principal. The head teacher stands up and says, we should make a new rule of life. Always try to be a little kinder than is necessary. To try and go that a little bit further. So be kind, but be kinder than necessary. Be even more kind. And I thought that's a great idea. And what better to do than think about our kindness tree? Because our kindness tree, even though you're not here, our kindness tree is still on the wall. And I thought, I wonder how many of those kindness tree activities we can't do anymore. So then I went over to the kindness tree, because I can, because I'm in school. And I had a little look at some of the cards. And I thought, some of the cards still work really well. But there's some cards that they're just not going to work. I'm going to put that one there. I've got 4 cards here that we just can't do at the moment. Hopefully, one day, we'll all be able to do them all again. But we can't really keep the door open for each other. I think all the doors are going to be pinned back during the day, so when you're here, you can all walk straight through them without having to hold them, because that stops you having to touch them then. And the more people touch a door, the more likelihood there might be some germs on the door and it gets passed around. So holding the door open for others, can't really do that. It's a kind thing to do, can't really do that at the moment though. It's not one way where you can show kindness, be kinder than is necessary. I've found this one. Pick up a piece of litter and put it in the bin. Now, you might be able to do that as long as you're washing your hands thoroughly afterwards, but yeah, I'd probably avoid that one as well, and just don't drop litter in the first place. So any rubbish you've got, straight in the bin so there's no litter in the first place. Helping keep the classroom clean and tidy. Now that is an excellent one normally. I love children in my class that look after the classroom and keep it clean and tidy. But at the moment, we're trying to avoid you touching things, because the more things you touch, the more things there might potentially be germs on, or you might pick germs off things that were on there already. So we're trying to avoid anyone needing to clean and tidy the classroom. Obviously, us adults, we're going to be wiping lots of things down a lot of the time to make sure that everything's safe and clean for you. But for you, probably not a good one for you to be doing. The next one of my favourites, give someone else a hug. Now sometimes if people are feeling really miserable or upset, then a hug is one of those brilliant things that makes things a bit better. But as we're all aware, and everyone who's sitting in the hall in front of me at the moment is aware, we're having to socially distance at the moment. We have to keep in our own little bubble. And so giving someone else a hug, even though you might have that urge to do it, it's really, really not a good idea at the moment. So it's not a good way of showing kindness, unfortunately, at the moment. Obviously, if you're in your own house and someone's feeling a bit low, you can give your own family people, the people in your household, a hug. But at school, it's not something we can do. Well, and then I thought, well, that's ruled out quite a few things. But we need to be able to show kindness still. We need even more so to be kinder than necessary. So I thought, well, I've got to find some that balance that out. I found 4 that we can still do. Good ways of showing kindness, even if you can't actually touch people or pick up things or give people a hug. So what could you do? You could use kind words when speaking to others. Now sometimes that's a bit tricky, because sometimes we're feeling a bit and we just want to shout or moan or say something horrible to somebody, but we've just got to try and bear in mind that that wouldn't be a kind thing to do. So using kind words when you're speaking to others, just take a breath. Stop yourself from saying that unkind thing. Be kind. Say kind words instead. Always try and look on the positive side. Be kind to yourself. That's a really important one. And we can all do that all the time. Okay, so the teachers are giving you some work to do, and lots of you are doing a brilliant job of keeping that going. And sometimes your mum or your dad might ask you to tidy your bedroom, and you need to do that, keep that clean. They might ask you to help with other chores as well. But there'll also be some time where you have time to choose what you do. And those opportunities to be kind to yourself. Choose to do something that you enjoy. Choose to do something new, maybe. But be kind to yourself. Give yourself some nice time to yourself as well. So that would be a good thing to do. To show kindness. Make someone laugh or cheer someone up. You don't need to touch anybody or touch anything to be able to tell a funny joke or do a funny dance or pull a funny face or find something on YouTube that makes people laugh. Making people laugh is so important at the moment. So that's a good way of showing kindness. Really, really good way. And finally, I found this one. Pay somebody a compliment. Say something nice to someone. Deliberately go out of your way to say, well, that's really nice. I like what you've done with your hair today, even if we're all a bit bushy on top because we haven't got access to hairdressers. Although my wife cut mine, we'll see. I've done a bad job. She bought some clippers. She's my new hairdresser now. And she doesn't charge either, which is great. Anyway, so I pay my wife a compliment, so she keeps cutting my hair. That's quite nice. It might be that someone's done you a really nice dinner, and you might say, oh, that's delicious, thank you very much. Simple thing. You perhaps do it all the time and don't even realise you're doing it. But a simple act of kindness is to pay someone a compliment. Can anyone think of any other things that we do at the moment in these amazing and strange times that is showing kindness to others? Think about things you might do on a Thursday evening. What do we do on a Thursday evening at the moment, Jaden?
We clap for the NHS.
We clap for carers, don't we? We clap for all those people that are looking after us. And that is showing an incredible act of kindness that we're showing to people that are being naturally kind to us. And lots of you are sons and daughters of people working in the NHS. So you know exactly how hard they're working and all the pressure that they're under. So they definitely need you to be as kind as you can be to them when they're around, when they're not out at work doing amazing things. So that sort of kindness, you can't have too much of that. That is, you can be kinder than necessary in those circumstances, definitely. Does anyone else know of anything else that anyone's done for somebody that's a really good act of kindness? Aaliyah? There you go, brilliant. Made your baby sister laugh. And I bet that's nice and easy actually, because she's probably at that age now where she's really giggly. Excellent. Brilliant. So she gets humour now, which is great. Another act of kindness that I know of, and I've done it a couple of times for my next door neighbour. My next door neighbour wasn't able to get out, so when I've gone to do my shopping, I've also got their shopping for them as well. And my wife gets shopping for her mum and dad. So just a simple act of kindness like that. I'm going to the shop anyway. Can I get you anything? That's great. So you might not be able to do that, but it's another act of kindness that is going on at the moment. So your mission is to think, you right there. Your mission is to think of an act of kindness every single day, and even if it's only a little tiny one, even if it's just saying something nice to somebody or talking to someone in a really nice manner, think of an act of kindness that you can do every day. Try and make it different every day. You can even set yourself up a little kindness tree if you want to. Draw yourself a tree, print a tree off the internet, stick some leaves on, write. You could do your own kindness tree. I would love to see your kindness trees when you come back into school. That would be amazing. So if you do a kindness tree at home, bring them in, or take a photo of them and put them on the blog. Show us the kindnesses that you are doing while you're unfortunately unable to come to school. Thank you very much for watching and listening carefully, and I'm looking forward to seeing what acts of kindness you are reporting back to me. Maybe you'll have kindness trees, or maybe just blog me and say, Miss Smith, that was a really nice assembly. Because that in itself would be an act of kindness. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you again soon. Stay safe and take care.